Hi, this is Brian Forster coming to you live from Paracas in Peru. And for those of you who are not acquainted with the elongated skulls of Paracas, I'm going to do a little examination of an exact copy of one right now for you. So this is an exact copy of an elongated skull of Paracas, Peru. And I know you may think that it's very small, but this was about a 7 to 9 year old child when likely she died. We don't see any brow ridge here, so it's quite likely that this was a female. This is an exact copy that was made by a man called Joe Taylor, who came down to Peru about 4 years ago, and he made a series of exact copies. So the anomalies that we're going to be looking at here are this ridge above the forehead. That's not normal or typical in human beings, and also in terms of head binding, it's not a typical feature because normal head binding is simply flattening the back or the front of the skull and the back of the skull. But you also notice that the back of the skull is quite rounded. So those are atypical aspects of being an example of cranial deformation. Also, these tiny bones you see here, they're actually called Inca bones. They're characteristic of the ancient Inca people. And since the Paracas have them as well, it's quite likely that the Inca and the Paracas were related people. Also, of course, many of you will know about the suture lines. This is a typical suture, but there should be another one that comes exactly back this way and connects with this suture here. But as I turn the head, you see, there is no evidence that a suture ever existed there whatsoever. So that's definitely a genetic anomaly. Also in the back, you see these two holes. These are called foramen, and this is for blood and nerve flow, and likely they were created by nature in order to be able to properly feed blood and nerves for the elongated skull here. And as well, you see this, which is called the Foramen Magnum. And the Foramen Magnum, of course, is where your vertebrae enter, your neck bones and the muscles and tendons and things enter into the skull itself. In a normal human being, it's located about here. So you can see that it's approximately 2 centimeters back from where it should be. That again is a genetic anomaly. It's not something that you can create by head binding. And here in the palate, there should be a series of holes, which again are for nerve flow and blood flow, but they don't seem to exist in this skull. And these holes, which should be here and are called the foramen ovale, are for such things as facial expressions. So is it possible that the Paracas did not have facial expressions the way that we do? And the eye sockets, of course, appear to be larger than normal. These are also called foramen. These are for, again, blood and nerve flow. So this is a exact copy. It's a resin cast of a 7 to 9 year old Paracas person. Quite possibly this person was born with an elongated skull. We have examples of that now. And I will be at Contact in the Desert at Indian Wells, California from May 31st to June 3rd. If you look up contactinthedesert.com, then you can come and attend my 2 lectures. One is about the elongated skulls of Paracas, Peru, and all of the abnormalities. And then I'm also going to be doing another talk about lost ancient high technology around the world in such locations as Peru, Bolivia, Egypt, Lebanon, Jordan, Easter Island, etc. So just a little live stream there. And thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you are a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And so I'll do some more of these surprise live feeds as time goes on. From Baracus, Peru, this is Brian Forster. Thank you.